What's up, guys? My name is Mitchell Watts and welcome to Town & Country TV. Today is a very special treat. We are actually inside of the Roush Performance Parts where they actually custom build the new 2021 Roush F-150. And joining me is none other than Mr. Jack Jr. What's up, man?
How's it going, Mitchell?
Glad to have you. And who do we have here? Do you want to introduce us?
I am Jack, or you can call me JP. I am his son.
Jack Jr. is going to take us through a tour of their facility, show you what it's like to build one of these Roushes, because as I'm starting to realize, there's a lot more than just slapping parts together. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we put a lot behind it.
Absolutely. And so I tell you what, let's just do this. Let's go ahead and kind of take a tour through the facility, and if you kind of just point out what it looks like as far as building a Roush F-150. So if you're good, let's go for a hike.
Let's do it.
All right, so this is the start of the assembly line, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so what happens, and I'm noticing that there's no robot, so all of this stuff is hand built, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay,
Yep.
Very cool. So what kind of stage are we at? What's about to happen to this particular truck?
So this is a stock F-150 from Ford. I think just to take a step back from here, let's give some background.
Okay.
So we get our bailment from Ford. We're
Okay.
one of the true bailment companies with Ford. This is a pre-title vehicle. All of the rules that apply to the major OEMs as far as safety, and emissions and things like that, those apply to us.
Okay.
So, when we take a pre-title vehicle and make modifications to it in our factory, we have to do all the engineering work, all the certification work, all the testing that a major OE does.
Wow. So all of this is done in America. So you guys are creating jobs in America. That's awesome.
That's correct.
That is
Yep.
awesome. So, okay, very cool. So let's kind of take a look, because I kind of want to see, I guess as we go down this assembly line, we'll kind of see the progression of what it looks like.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are we at in this first step? Like, what's going on in this particular truck?
So what's going on in this stage, our very first stop in the production cycle, is putting on our front grille. Where we used to, back in the day, build our vehicles in bays, making all the modifications with a single mechanic in one single location. What we do now is we have a really refined process where, at each stop here in this line, we have supply on the side of the production line, and we're really able to identify any quality concerns or anything like that and hone in the production process.
Okay. Very cool, very cool. Well, let's keep moving down the line and let's see what we've got over here. So I'm assuming these are four-wheel drive trucks, but I see that the sticker has been removed. I'm assuming getting ready for the body work, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
As you'll see, this is going to undergo a pretty massive change here.
Wow, I think something might be missing out of this truck.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so you guys, I'm assuming, so this is an XLT trim level, so why are the seats pulled out of the truck?
Because they're being recovered
Okay.
and also recertified with calibration to make sure,
Really?
actually that could be something else we can check out.
Okay.
That little cage there with the machine.
Really?
What we do, we spend a lot of money to make sure that people are safe after we change those seat covers. And what we have is a calibration device where it measures, it gives a specified weight load to make sure that for children, the airbag doesn't go off and cause an issue.
It's not been certified with a lot of the, like if some random person slaps a leather kit on a truck, that you kind of wonder, is that airbag actually going to go off in the case of an accident? So you guys take care of all of that, calibrate and everything.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, very cool. So I see the taillights are removed out of this one. Is that getting ready for the body work as well?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Very, very cool. Now that's going to be one of the things we're going to talk about later on in the video, but, or actually I guess in another video, we're going to do a walk around of the Roush F-150, the 2021, because the F-150 is all new, so therefore your package is all new too. Is that right?
Right.
That's awesome. I see some fun stuff happening in this next step. I see a little Fox shocks in the rears. Kind of, I guess, is this the step where they're starting to alter the suspension? Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
so what kind of suspension are they getting? Is it just a different shock absorber? Is it just a leveling kit in the front? Like, what's going on with the truck?
It's a whole new suspension with a lot more off-road capabilities than the stock F-150.
Okay.
This, it's worth noting too, we are very unique from Raptor. We have had Raptor packages in the past.
Yeah.
Where Raptor is more focused really solely on off-road. With this system, you have upgraded off-road capabilities. It's not so soft that it affects towing. So it's just kind of a balance in what you're looking for.
A little more of a refinement is the way I would describe it. But I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Right. You know, both are great packages. This is just you know, kind of a balance.
Each has their place, I guess.
Absolutely.
Because like for me, you know, and I drive a Raptor, but the thing about the Raptor is there's a bunch of them running around. There's not nearly as many. So like if I'm looking for a little bit more exclusivity, I think I'd probably step into the Roush side of things than the Raptor, because the Raptor is there's no telling how many they make of those a year, but that's awesome. Well, let's take a look at this suspension system, because I'm curious to see if they. Oh, there you go. So it's got a full coilover system in the front.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, in fact, we've sold a lot of the Roush coilover kits on our website, tccustoms.com, shameless plug. And it's nice to see you guys do that right out of the box with your kit. So
right.
All the F-150s get that suspension system?
All of our off-road ones. You
That's
know,
awesome.
The Nightmare is, you know, its own thing. It's a street performance truck. With the off-road, yes.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
You know, it's not just throwing on this suspension kit. We've done extensive engineering work with it.
Yep.
In off-road conditions, as well as on-road, as well as we've gotten the lane change test called FMVSS to make sure that it's safe and won't tumble.
Is that the rollovers compliance? Is that what that is?
That's correct.
That's awesome, man. That's and that's what I've noticed about Roush, because you know, and he knows this, but the camera may not. We've actually been a Roush dealer for 21 years now. Not that I've counted it, but I have. And what I've noticed is that they really, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, because I mean it's your company, but you guys seem to be like an engineering company first, and you've used your engineering prowess to build a refined vehicle. It's not the other way around.
Really, you know, the majority of what we do is things in the background, helping other companies, including in automotive and other industries, quite honestly. But yeah, why do we do performance trucks and performance Mustangs? It's not because it's the only thing that we do. We love this stuff, and we have the capabilities to do it.
Absolutely. That's what happens when you have the capability and the love for vehicles. You know, something beautiful comes out of it.
Right.
So, that's awesome. Well, let's take a look at what because they're actually working on one right now, but I don't want to, you know, interrupt what they're doing. So tell us what's going on with this particular phase. I'm assuming that is the Roush bodywork that they're installing. Is that right?
That's correct. I think that they're working on some of their processes right now. Normally, you wouldn't have that on the line.
Yeah.
You know, it's just because it's so new right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Once everything is rolling, everybody kind of has a job, and
yep.
You know, and I do want to ask you. So, like, I know these are all pretty much, they're not maybe not pre-production vehicles. They've not been started shipping yet. So when you guys are up and running and the assembly line is going, how does this, so does each technician have a spot and the vehicle goes through, so one technician does the same thing over and over to ensure reliability, or do you have one technician that follows the same vehicle all the way through?
We'll typically have a technician work at a certain line stage. Okay. But we do cross-train as well, so you know, if they're sick or if they have, you know, other things they need to do, or, you know, we need to scale, you know, we have a good,
that's awesome,
robust team like that.
So pretty, that I would imagine that probably ensures, you know, the fact that it ensures that person is got the expertise in that particular stage, I would assume.
Absolutely.
So, that's pretty cool. And I also know that you guys serialize the vehicles too, is that right?
We do, yeah.
To me, that's one of the coolest things that you guys have always done, and it's set yourself apart, because it's nice to know. And I don't know if any of these have a serial badge, but it's really kind of cool to me. Like if I'm buying a Roush F-150, that I know that I'm getting this number out of the 2021 year model. So
right.
I'm noticing on that body work that you guys have extra LEDs on the side. Is that for compliance, or is that an aesthetic decision, or like what's the thought process there?
A bit of both. In the past, we've had clearance lights where it wasn't strictly required, but now they are because we have actually widened the vehicle.
Because that's the wide body fender flares, I think is the technical term for those.
That's correct.
That makes sense to make sure that you've got the clearance. Oh, and I see that you guys, I didn't notice this earlier, but you got these lights, I'm assuming, are for the same purpose as the ones in the fenders. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Now, I would have to say that one of my favorite things about the Roush F-150 is you get the off-road ability, but you can actually get a V8 in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome. So speaking of V8, everybody's wanting me to ask the question, are you guys developing a supercharger for the new body style?
We are.
Okay.
It's not quite ready yet, but
Okay.
we're working on it.
Hey, speaking of the actual wide body fender flares, what you can see, what we've got going behind us is the wide body fender flares. I guess they're getting prepped to be put on the truck, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, what about these wide body fender flares? Is this something that just somebody can just buy off the shelf and slap on their truck? Or?
Absolutely not. These
Okay.
are very specially prepared by us. It's actually a very tough thing to do to have such a big body panel,
Okay.
but we felt like it was really critical for the design of the truck. So we've invested a lot into the quality.
Very cool. So these things are designed by you guys, they're engineered by you guys, and I think, and they're built in America too, right?
They are, yes.
That's it. Keep it America, right? That's one of the things I love about y'all's Roush trucks, and I don't know if you're doing it on the 21, but in the past, I love that American flag you guys always put on the vehicles. So
Absolutely.
You guys are definitely proud to be American, and I am too. So
Absolutely.
we're red-blooded Americans. So I also wanted to talk about the wheels, because as you can see on this truck over here, it's got a wrap. That is your own design for the wheels as well.
Correct right now.
Okay.
The wheels, in the past, we have offered wheels separately as something that people can buy, but right now they are not offered.
So if you guys have got your own set of wheels, I'm assuming there's some safety protocols. You guys do any kind of testing or crush testing? Because the last thing you want is when you're driving 90 miles an hour down the road, the wheels separate on you. So do you guys do anything for that?
Absolutely. I might defer to our product expert, Kevin, to walk us
But you
through
guys
that.
fully certify and test everything?
Oh, we do.
Oh,
Yep.
that's wonderful. Well, guys, I'm kind of asking some softball questions, primarily because I've been around this for so long, and I just think it's so cool that you guys actually get to hear it from the men, both of these guys, because realistically, we've been doing business with them for a very, very long time, and I get to see how good the quality and the product is. A lot of people think that, oh, you guys just slap parts on a car, and I know, and you know, but they may not know what all is entailed with this. So it's pretty cool to get that behind the scenes look. All right, so next up, I've got Kevin here as well, and he's gonna kind of show us, what in the world am I looking at here? Well, like, what is this?
Well, this is one of our pieces of installation equipment that we use for the fender flares. It's more than a fender flare. It really is a wide body kit.
Okay.
Because we're reaching more up the body side in the front of the vehicle and the back. So the traditional mounting for kind of a rainbow arc shape of a fender flare doesn't work.
Okay.
In order to have a positive attachment to the entire side of the vehicle, we developed in-house these installation tools, one for each corner of the vehicle. Basically, it goes and it hugs the tire. Holding onto the tire, it can impart force to fully seat the entire wide body. We do that because you can't see what's going on inside the wide body piece.
Yeah.
Yet you have to know it's there, know it's positively secured and fully secured.
Wow.
So John Buffa, some of our other MEs got together and we challenged them and said, hey, we want to do this.
Yep.
How do we do it repeatably, high quality, with the kind of throughput that we need for the volume that we're doing of the truck program? And so
Wow.
I kind of think of this almost like a pit stop station. There's four, they all go onto the vehicle at the same time.
Wow.
You can sweep across, it imparts pressurized force to fully seat the wide body component, and then it moves on.
So what is the biggest, like, so you developed this whole thing in-house?
Right.
Wow.
Actually, I just got a good primer from John Buffa. He's the one that actually engineered it, one of our manufacturing engineers.
Wow.
And as we were looking at it, he was just pointing out, you have to apply air to it. It's got a 30 PSI pressure that's put in across.
Wow.
But it's also got a built-in safety feature to keep people like myself from trying to operate it who aren't qualified to do so. This isn't just some guy hitting it to try and make it seat. What we always want to do is make sure that our work enhances Ford's great structure already, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how can you make an F-150 better?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's really hard. What we
Yeah.
can do is we can personalize it, put
Yep.
some of that Roush character into it.
Yep.
And for us, our customers of the trucks love bigger, bolder, and thought through,
That's awesome.
right? Something that's gonna be unique, something that we use the mantra in-house, trusted performance. We gotta do it, we gotta believe in it, so that means we gotta do it the right way.
Wow.
May take a little longer.
You guys are never first to market, and that always leaves me with the fact that I know I'm getting a quality product.
Well, that's good.
Because usually the person...
Hopefully you can see it that way.
Well, because
Yeah.
usually the person that's first to market is cutting some kind of a corner. I mean, if you think about it, there's a reason they're first,
Right.
and it cannot be the same quality. And that's
No.
one of the things I love about Roush. And I was telling Jack Jr. just a second ago, we have far fewer warranty issues with you guys out of anything we've ever sold.
That's great to hear, because that's honestly, if we're doing all this and we're not achieving those kind of in-field results,
Yep.
we're misaligned somewhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And actually that's one of those things that, like, well, the fact of the chip shortage, obviously we're not seeing as many trucks. Ford's just not building as many.
Yep.
But making sure everyone is going out.
Absolutely.
You know, we've got a big group actually right behind that. We've been building trucks a little while. We're not shipping them yet, but very
Yep.
soon.
I know that
yeah.
I ordered, I think, 49 yesterday. 49 more than I already have on order.
I did hear that, and hopefully in seeing that today here in person, you'll be like, all right, these are going to move.
Yep, absolutely.
So-
I have no doubt in my mind, and just from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you guys for not cutting the corners that we talked about earlier.
You bet.
Thank you for making the quality
Yeah.
products, and man, just thank you for inviting us out here, man. I appreciate
I
it.
love that you guys are making the trip to come visit and tell some of the story. One thing we're continuing to work better on is tell our own story.
Absolutely.
Quite honestly, we're so busy just building and refining that we kind of
Absolutely.
forget, oh yeah, you got to tell that story.
Well, leave the story to us. You guys continue making a great product.
Nice.
We appreciate
Awesome.
it. All right,
Cool.
man.
You bet.
Thank you
Nice
so
to see you
much. I
again.
appreciate it. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and end the video right there. I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys for watching these videos, because that's what made this video possible at all. And Jack, thank you very, very much for your partnership over the 21 years. Thank
Absolutely.
you. It's been
Thank you.
fantastic. And you guys have always built such a good quality product. I mean, you know, every vehicle is going to have warranty issues, but I feel like Roush has got probably one of the lowest warranty numbers in the entire industry. So from a dealer to you guys, thank you for building a quality product. You've made our customers' lives easy. You've made our lives easy, and we just appreciate it. So
All right. Well,
absolutely.
thanks, Mitchell.
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Guys, if you're new around here, make sure you are subscribed to that YouTube channel with that bell notification turned on. Peace.